views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hola everyone, welcome to Open, the one and only show bringing the best of the Bronx, New York, and the world straight to you. I'm your host, Rhina Valentin, y café con leche, that is, every Friday. That's right, and here's what we have coming up in today's show. Leading things off, we'll sit down with author, actor, speaker, April Hernández-Castillo as she introduces her upcoming clothing project, Conquista. After that, we'll cook things up with the Bronx Empanologist himself, Jason Alicea, while we cook some tasty, creative empanadas for breakfast, yeah. And then we'll delve into some urban Puerto Rican culture with a legendary Graffiti Hall of Fame visual artist Slone as we take a trip down his graffiti art memory lane. And later on in the show, Bobby C brings us up to date with the latest headlines in the world of sports. And finally, our Open Artist Spotlight features singer and songwriter Demi Grace performing her new single, Why Would You Lie? So sit back y prepárate. All this and more is headed your way because now we are officially open. Hello and welcome to Open, everyone. I'm Rhina Valentin, your host, Café con Leche. For the next hour, always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right. Tweet us and follow us at Instagram at BronxNet TV and like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, you know how this goes. While you're there, follow moi on Twitter, Instagram, FB, Snapchat, Insta Stories, and LinkedIn at Rhina Valentin. All right, so our first guest is an all-around talent. She's classically known for her role in the hit film Freedom Riders. She's used her platform to bring awareness to domestic violence, and, well, now she has a new clothing line she's launching. And here to share more about the upcoming official launch of Conquista Clothing, we welcome my dear friend, April Hernández-Castillo. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back.
Thank you.
Again.
Again. I love coming here. We always have so much fun.
I love when you're here, and I love just the time that we share together and just our entire growth process. I mean, we became friends before we became moms, and now we're mom friends and mompreneurs. And
Mom friends. Oh, my gosh. I love that. We have no idea how we do it, but we just do it.
Yeah, but the truth is that I never would have thought. Would you have thought?
Never.
Yeah. And so here we are. You're 2 kids in.
Oh, my. How did that happen? We know. No.
And, I'm bringing this up because there's a balance that happens once you become a mom, right? And there's also the importance of having to fulfill your dreams in the process, because as moms, we have a tendency to forget ourselves because we have to tend to the children. Or the child, in my case, and then the dreams get put on the back burner. And so, as a mompreneur, I love how you just keep reinventing and recreating different means of generating funds while exercising your artistry and of course, being there for your children.
Yeah, of course. And it's also just a way to, it's an extension of what I do and who I am and the empowerment and, igniting just people to just really grab their dreams and make it come true. And obviously my daughters, they're the first ones that I have to inspire. I mean, my daughter, Summer Rose, she does everything I do. And I'm like, I have to really make sure I'm on my P's and Q's. So this t-shirt, she's so excited. She was like, Mom, we have to do videos and we have to promote it. And I was like, yes.
How old is Summer Rose now?
5.
You got one of those. I got one of those.
Yeah. But it's
nice.
it's very nice because she's very excited. She understands what's going on. The fact that she understands the power of the camera already, it gets me excited. And she's so good in front of it.
And so you have the newbie.
Yes, Miss Lila.
Miss
She
Lila.
is almost, 15 months already, and she's just fire. She's just setting her own path.
So, different personality. She's being diplomatic.
Yes, I am.
That
Very
was a
She's setting her path. She does not care that mommy has a launch tomorrow. She doesn't care that I'm trying to still be an actress. She does not care.
Oh gosh.
Why should she?
It's lovely. It's lovely that you understand. That you understand.
Yes.
So,
Wink, wink.
Well, that's the beauty of it, though, is understanding, right? Because while you're still going out there and you're auditioning, and while you're still traveling across the United States and doing your speaking engagements, you're also finding means to kind of like find a way to be home and be closer to your children at any means necessary.
Yes.
Hence launching this clothing line, which has your face on it. Let's talk a little bit about that. And the title Conquista too.
Yeah, it's this started about 7 years ago. I was on my couch, literally sick with the flu, and I just came up with this concept that I really wanted to empower women who were in abusive relationships, especially when they left, being that I'm a survivor. And I was like, man, I want women to know that when they wear this shirt, especially those who have been abused, that abuse is not the ending. It can just be the beginning. You could just move past it. But I didn't do anything with it. My designer, he was working on it. We came up with this great concept, and I was like, great, love it. And then I didn't do anything with it. Last year, I was supposed to do it. Unfortunately, my mother passed away, and it was one of those situations where, once again, nothing happened. So I'm on the train this year reading a book by Damon John, and Rise and Grind. And it was one of those moments where I opened it and I said, I have to do this. I have to put this out. And conquista, it's the word for conquest. And I believe that all of us have something that we have to conquer every day. And all the things that I've had to conquer up until tomorrow, which is the official launch at Bronx Native, it's just, it's interesting how I've had to actually live my own message.
And so, Conquista spelled with a K.
Yes.
Is that deliberate?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you as an artist, you just want to make it different. And we wanted to do Conquer, but it was already taken, and I was like, fine, if I can't do that, I'll find my own word, and I just fell in love with it.
With the K, it definitely stands out. And so we had just shown an image of like variations of the shirt.
Yes.
So I saw that there were some long shirts and
right now they're in black and white.
Okay.
And so what I'm wearing, I'm wearing the white one. And
let's show it to everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at that. That's nice.
Yes, it's my face. I know. Somebody was like, wow, is that your face? And I was like, it is, actually. I just love myself that much. No, but it was really it came from an image. And my mother and I, we would always have this joke. She would always say that I was, I would tell her that she was a rebel without a cause, and I was a rebel with a cause. And that's really what it's about. Now with this Me Too and just this revolution of women, that really, I was like, this is the perfect time to release it. I think we have seen something that we've never witnessed before, and that women are just embracing who they are. Like, there is no more, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to be less than, and I'm looking at your bracelet and it says, I'm enough. I'm like, yes, that's right. Yes. And raising 2 young girls, I have to constantly feed them and build their foundation and letting them know that they are worth it, their dreams, their voice, everything is powerful. Oh,
it's beautiful. And it's wonderful that there's this consciousness that we're kind of like fueling the next generation with, because God knows they're going to have to be like really like set up to be brick walls based on the
current situation in America.
Yeah, I really didn't want to go into it, but it's just it's really saddening.
How can you not?
I know.
How can you not? And I was actually just in May, I was at a speaking engagement at Rio Grande, where everything is happening, and I actually got to go to the border, and I got to see, and I heard the stories, and it's so surreal that I was just there, and with everything that's going on, and I can't even imagine what those parents are feeling, what those children are feeling. Every time I'm with my baby girl, I see her, she's healthy, she's happy, she's safe, and it just gets me emotional to know that there are babies right now who...
Oh my gosh,
they have no idea how they're going to get with their parents again.
And they don't even speak the language.
They don't even speak the language.
I
know we weren't supposed to go there.
But it's like
happening.
They don't speak the language, and then they're like, where's mommy? Where's papi? You know, like.
Yeah, and in some of the facilities, the workers can't even really embrace the children, which drives me even more insane because there's nothing worse than watching a child cry and you can't do anything, which really makes me want this t-shirt to just, when someone wears it, I want them to know, like, there isn't anything that you cannot do. Like, you have the power to make whatever it is that you want to make happen. And that's really what I want. And so we transition, you know, just from wearing, just for women. I've had a whole bunch of men wear it, and I was like, wow, I never envisioned that a man would want to wear my face, and I know I'm pretty, but really there's just more behind it. There really is, with everything that's going on.
It's beautiful, and I really appreciate you sharing the whole process behind it and the purpose behind it. And so tomorrow is going to be the launch of it,
Yes.
right? So let's
It's
just
at
share
Bronx
with everyone.
Native. That's 127 Lincoln Avenue. It is from 3 to 7. Come down, hang out with us. We're going to be just partying, dancing. It's going to be really a day of celebration.
Beautiful, and we celebrate you, and thank you for sharing those words and just being real and keeping it real. And yes, here's to empowering each other.
Yay.
Pa'lante. Awesome. Congratulations, April. All right, you guys, the Conquista launch party will take place once again June 23rd, and that's happening from 3 to 7 p.m. That's at Bronx Native, which is located at 127 Lincoln Avenue. And if you're interested in updates on Conquista clothing, you can check out the clothing line on Instagram, which is Conquista, spelled with 2 Ks, _ spelled with a K, clothing with a K. Yeah, all right, so it's Conquista clothing, Conquista _ clothing with a K. Everything has a K. Forget about the C. It doesn't belong in Conquista Clothing by April Hernández-Castillo. All right, so we have to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to be cooking things up with the Bronx Empanologist. So don't go anywhere.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made this vacation happen.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
Love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You aced this vacation. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. You know, we're always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNetTV. And while you're there, tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. So, today's inquiring question is, do you like empanadas? Do you even know what empanadas are? Well, if you don't, you're going to learn because our next guest decided to put a spin on the Puerto Rican empanada with his company, Empanology, creative handcrafted empanadas filled with innovative ingredients. And so here to talk Empanology, I love that word, while we cook up some empanadas, we welcome founder and Bronx Empanologist, otra vez con el empanada, himself, Jason Alicea.
How are you? Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Oh, we are super excited to have you here. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a preview taste of Empanology because we were there for the Bronx Week. I have a favorite, I requested the favorite, but I wanna get to know how it is that you came up with the ingredients, because he has a unique ingredients in these empanadas.
Well, it all started at home, growing up, watching Grandma cook. And then that transitioned into helping my mom cook. And quite often on the menu were empanadas for fight night, game night, after basketball practice and stuff. So from very young age, I was exposed to making empanadas, and frequent trips to PR only helped me learn a little bit more about the unique pastry. So,
And it's interesting that it's considered a pastry, even though there's like meat and chicken and like patty style, right? But it's still considered a pastry. So while he's talking, he's just like throwing in sofrito. He's just throwing in onions. I'm just going to mention the things that he tossed in there. What else did you throw in
so
there?
we got white and red onions, a little bit of house-made sofrito, and some chopped garlic right now. We're gonna let that sweat down, and today we're making our summer squash, which is our pretty popular, most popular vegetarian option today.
Okay, so you're going to make summer squash. That's separate from the empanology?
No, Empanologist is the name of the company. In there you have already the summer squash. I'm just displaying and showing the step-by-step process of
You're
how I
actually
made it.
showing us
Yeah,
the inside?
a little bit of secret. I got one secret here, but I'm exposing some stuff here. So here we have some shredded zucchini. Next we're gonna, as I mentioned, I got the onions and the garlic sweating out. Gonna throw in the zucchini, then just some spices. I have some a secret mix of some paprika, cayenne, garlic. I got some onion, oregano, fresh spinach, cilantro, and salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. The ingredient of love goes a long way with this filling.
I like that. And I got to tell you, is this the one that you gifted me with?
That you went home and cooked.
Oh my gosh, I ended up having to cook it myself because I missed the cooked versions of it. But it was okay. It wasn't, you know, it still tasted just as good. It probably would have tasted better if you made it.
That's what we want, though. We want people to be able to order them online and take them home and be able to enjoy them with their family, a quick home-cooked meal, you know?
Okay, so I requested that he come in and make the vegetarian version just because it was just such an absolutely, delicious, beyond words experience for me.
Thank you.
Excuse me, to eat a empanada that is just straight up vegetarian. You know, I mean, I'm not a straight up vegetarian. I do chicken and so forth, but his combinations are really what fascinates me. And so just share with everyone the other options that you presented during Bronx Week.
Bronx Week, we kicked off at My Haven Bar and Grill. Shout out to Rosa for letting that happen. So we did some tacos, and we did 2 flavors of empanadas. I think we did the chicken bacon guac, which is our new flavor. We call it Californication. And we did the vegetarian one, which is the summer squash, our biggest vegetarian seller, and that's all local vegetables from the green market.
And you also did something that had mac and cheese in it.
Oh,
I forgot the name of it.
Chicken truffle mac. How can we forget about the chicken truffle mac?
Can you imagine? I tried that one too.
Yeah.
But this one was my favorite. I mean, they were all delish, but this one was my favorite. And the reason I keep mentioning this is because, you know, I'm Puerto Rican and I was raised on eating empanadas, you know. Sometimes we call it pastelillos. So what's the difference between a pastelillo and an empanada?
Pastelilloology doesn't sound good.
Oh, God.
So there we go.
There you go.
Empanology. I grew up calling them pastelillos as well. And when it came to rebranding and starting this company, pastelilloology didn't have that ring that empanology kind of did. And
I feel you.
or pastelilloologist doesn't really, it's too, you know.
Yeah, no,
so we went with empanology, and everybody likes it. It's working so far.
Yeah, no, it is working. You can see I'm loving the word, right? I've done used it. I don't even know how many times. We're going to count how many times I say empanology, empanologist, empanada. And so, really, I guess I'm most curious about how you were able to identify what goes well together inside.
Okay, so I grew up cooking at home with Mom, but right out of high school, I started working for Whole Foods, and 13 long years later, now I'm a culinary graduate. I graduated from the ICE, Institute of Culinary Education, downtown, and I took the culinary management class. With doing so, I got to travel. I got to visit a lot of high-end restaurants in the city and worked with a lot of chefs, picked their brains, and just tested, you know, empanology, the study of empanadas. I've been studying different combinations, your favorite sandwich pairings, test them out. We do a pop-up. People like them. We put it on our menu. Simple as that.
Love it. I love it. I love it that you brought it back home, though.
Always.
You know, you didn't go and then become some, you know, Vivi French,
No, we're gonna
you
do
know,
this in the
culinary
Bronx.
chef.
No.
No. He's
There's
like,
nothing wrong with that, though.
No, there is nothing wrong
But
with
I gotta
it.
do it in the Bronx before we go anywhere else with this.
Awesome. And so, you know, they're telling me we're running out of time. Are we going to have time to put that in an empanada? Or we're just going to eat it like that?
Oh,
and
we
I
got
gotta
them
eat one of
already
those?
made. I
Oh,
just
they're
fried
already
these
made.
up. I can cut one in half for you.
Okay, yeah, so we can show everybody.
See what's happening
And
inside.
so while you're doing that, can we tell everybody exactly how they can obtain these empanadas? Because you
Okay.
actually mail them out, right?
No, we don't ship right now. However, we are opening our first brick and mortar.
Well,
It's gonna be-
congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
And when does that happen?
Haven't sent. Right now, I'm gonna say a date. It's tentative, July 14th. We're located at 2407 3rd Avenue Bridge, right under the 3rd Avenue Bridge in Mount Haven.
Congratulations.
And it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be outside seating. We're gonna have some live music and special events. So you can catch us there. We're gonna be at the Bronx Night Market, June 30th. And you can log on to our website where you can pick up only at the shop, empanology.com.
And so I went ahead of the game, and I already have him doing United States shipping, only because he sent me home with a box. So I assume that he does delivery, but we haven't
you're
gotten
gonna
to that
kill
yet.
him.
First, he has to open up the brick and mortar, right? One step at a time. You're doing so great. That's what
No,
it is.
you know
I mean,
what?
you're like moving at warp speed over here. And
fried
I'm just
the
watching
wrong-
him cut it because I'm going, hey. All right, so how do we show this to everybody?
These are pastelón, so
Okay, so-
I made the wrong one.
You made the wrong one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope you
gosh.
like
What, does this
pastelón.
have meat?
Yeah. there
Okay,
you
I don't
go.
eat meat.
I'll eat one then.
You can eat it. You
But
can
we
eat it.
have
You
those that can
I'm going to eat that when you're done with it.
So this is our pastelón. This is our ground meat, sweet plantains, and beef picadillo. You know.
Right. So, you know, for those of you who eat meat, I mean, you know, most.
I'm sorry. I thought
It's
I
all
brought
good.
them.
Don't worry about
I'll
it.
get
It's all
this
right.
after the show.
It's a preference, you know. I know. Yo no como carne. That's it.
No, I
it's
got
no
you.
big deal. All right, but you have that option. It's not just vegetarian and it's not
Yeah,
chicken.
we got over 38 flavors.
38 flavors. Oh, thank
All
you for
online.
mentioning that. Wow, look at that. So make sure you visit them online, all right? So for more information on Empanology, you can go to empanology.com and, of course, check them out on Instagram. You're going to salivate just going through the photos. And thank you so much, Jason,
Thank
for
you for
being
having me,
here.
man.
I'm going to
Pleasure.
have my empanada while we take this quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you. You're awesome. I messed that up.
I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Don't forget, you know, always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNetTV and tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. So they say art is in the eye of the beholder, and well, artist Slone is using his art to showcase the culture of Puerto Rico and more. And well, he's creating different pieces that use specific colors to represent the island. Another means of making sure Puerto Rico remains visible. We are quite so honored to have this Graffiti Hall of Fame inductee. Please welcome visual artist and teacher Slone. Hello.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, I got to tell you, your background is really an interesting one to research because it takes something to kind of like just kind of exercise whatever it is that you feel like doing in that moment at such a young age. Oops. At such a young age, and then be able to teach yourself how to perfect it, master it, and then live off of it. You started this at the age of 11.
Yeah,
right?
I started writing graffiti when I was 11 years old, back in 1976.
Okay, so who would have thought at that time that you would be where you are today?
Yeah. It's a crazy, you know, it's like a crazy journey when you think about it, because I grew up in the era where, you know, gangs, drugs, everything existed, and graffiti became like my vision, and it gave me a choice in life to do something with the art and take it somewhere and share it with the world.
And so, in your journey, how did you develop? How did you master your style? Because you are a master, without a doubt. I mean,
Thank you.
the work that you present is just really, really stunning. And,
thank you.
And I'm so sad that we haven't had you on before, but I'm happy that we
Yeah.
finally got you on.
Yes.
And I know we have some images that we're also going to share with our viewers. But right now, as we shed light on Puerto Rico, and because you do a lot of work in El Barrio, let's talk a little bit about your progression from just tagging and graph into now the visual arts aspect of it.
After I turned like 18, I decided that I wanted to pursue a professional career in the art world, and the way it had transcended was I just decided that it was time for me to take a different path and learn the business, learn contracts, learn how to negotiate, learn how to have sit-down meetings with gallery owners and things of that nature. And being that I'm a self-taught artist, I pretty much use everything in my mom's kitchen to learn how to draw things. From a circle, use a Goya can, you know.
And you pretty much draw on anything, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we're
yeah.
showing images of your work, and some of it was on gates. I don't know if we have the image of the car you drew on for Harlem Festival.
Yeah, that was a crazy, really great moment for me, and it's one of those things that kind of let me know that I was going in the right direction, because they came to me and asked me if I would paint this car, but the joke is that I said, okay, I'll do it, but I had 4 days to paint this car, 4 days.
4 days.
And the garden center actually hosted me to do the job right in the middle of their showroom. And long story short, I'm painting this car, and like all of a sudden I have a writer's block. I didn't realize that I couldn't reach the middle of the top of the roof because my hands were too short. So I tried calling every tall person I could call to help me. And
that's funny.
And then all of a sudden I said, wait a minute, I could do this. I just went, got a little needle at the corner bodega, lit a match to it, put it inside the nozzle of the cap, and then, and eureka. I was able to finish this car in time.
I like that you share that story, because what you're sharing is like just the problem solving that you're able to do in your process, right?
Yeah.
And so right now you're focusing a lot on Puerto Rico. We already showed the images that you provided us with, and so I wanted to know what do you hope to get? I mean, obviously they're beautiful, stunning images. I don't know what's going on with me. It must have been the word empanology. You know, it's got me all tongue twisted, right? They're stunning. They're stunning images, and there's just, I don't even know how to describe what it is that you have. You have like this magic, or as you like to call it, wizardry, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing with the wizardry thing is that I had founded a writing crew called the Watts Crew, and it's the acronym for it is Wizards of the Styles, right? So I figure people always have magical moments to create, right? And our motto is live to amaze and amaze to live, right?
Nice.
So I came up with this idea, and I started with 5 people. And I told a friend of mine on my birthday years ago, I said, you know, wouldn't it be great to take this global? And we both looked at each other and we started laughing. And now it's literally, that grew from that to like 275 chapters worldwide.
You have 275 chapters of Watts Crew?
Yeah.
275 chapters, which means there's people within those chapters.
Yeah.
Wow.
New Delhi, India, Shiro, who did this great mural in your space. Like, I met her 10 years ago, and the language barrier didn't even exist. The art was the communication. And with doing this art that I do in El Barrio, like, I started painting in El Barrio 3 years ago, and I had no clue on how to reach the community in El Barrio. So one day it just dawned on me, and I said, all I have to do is just sit here and listen to the conversations that people have. And then that will become my inspiration to paint this new stuff that I'm doing. And this is basically like the colors that I use in these pieces is to let people know that, you know, the sun will always come up tomorrow, and Puerto Rico will rise again along with the other islands that were affected. And I was able to create a brand of art that would be affordable to the people. So in essence, El Barrio allowed me to create something and bring the museum to the people.
I love that.
Every Saturday and Sunday.
I love that. I love your consciousness. I mean, yeah, you're definitely a wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard, not just in the art, just in life. And so
Right.
where can people get this?
They can actually inbox me on my Instagram. Most of the sales go through there. The pieces go for more than, like, this is a 8x10. This will go for like 25.
Wow.
A 6
you
by
really do make it affordable.
a 6x12 will go for like 30, 40 bucks. And then occasionally I'll get some people that'll ask me to do something custom, and I tell them, come back in 25 minutes. They look at me like I'm crazy. There's no way you're gonna paint it in 25 minutes. So I tell them, if I can't paint it in 25 minutes, I'll give it to you for free.
Beautiful. Unbelievable. You're like,
Yeah.
you're quite the, I can sit here and talk to you all day, but they're wrapping us up. And I wanted to make sure that we got you here in studio, on camera, sharing a little bit of your
thank you.
history. We're going to have you back another time because just the work and just even listening to you, it serves a grander purpose. So I thank you for taking the time to come here today and sharing your beautiful artwork and just serving us. Yes?
This is for you.
This is for me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This is your blessing.
Oh, thank you. Gracias.
Yeah.
Thank you, Slone. Yes. All right, I know they're rapping me. They're like, Ja. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is mine. Thank you. Oh, snap. I got a collector's item. This is Slone's. Don't forget, check out Slone's masterpieces by following him on Instagram. His handle on Instagram is @Slone4. Pero este es mío, porque Puerto Rico se levanta. All right. Stay tuned. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next. Thank you.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words.
Playing world music.
What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
The NBA prospects are ready for the NBA draft, and so are we. Here's our preview. What's been the best part of being a guy that's about to realize his NBA dream?
That's it. That is about to become a reality for me, and it was a very exciting moment for me.
Watching it on TV is another thing, but actually, being a part of it is just crazy. Having all you guys is just is a big honor.
I gotta keep reminding myself. Like my friends text me like, "You excited for tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, draft tomorrow." Like, oh crap! Like so, it's really cool though. It's been fun, and I'm just excited to see where I'm gonna go tomorrow.
A lot of people get tired of going to all these different things, meeting all these people. But for me, I've just been happy to be here, and it's all been exciting for me.
Just the opportunity to come out and play in the NBA and fulfill my dream as a kid. And it mean the world to me.
Is it hard to believe you're that much closer now to your NBA dream? 24 hours away.
It's not, just simply because of how much work that I put into this. Like, I'm talking like endless hours of just perfecting things. Like as much of a dream this was, like it didn't happen overnight. I really worked my butt off for this.
If you were an NBA franchise, why should they take you?
I feel like I'm different than anybody in this class. In today's modern game, I feel like the way I play fits that modern game.
Why do you think you're ready for the NBA now?
My physicality, my mentality, and just how I approach every day. And I just want to build confidence in all the other guys on the court, and I'm not looking for anything myself.
It's going to be a great moment for myself, but it's going to be so many emotions just to hear my name called, to walk up on stage with my mom and dad, and be able to shake the community's hand. That's kind of what I've been dreaming of my whole life.
Rhina, I broke out my NBA draft best threads on this Friday morning. The prospects met with the media on Wednesday morning, and of course our BronxNet cameras turned to the draft itself last night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The top picks were really no surprise except for a trade between Dallas and Atlanta, which sent guard Trae Young to the team that owned the third pick. He's a Hawk now. We caught up with the first two picks in the draft and the newest Knick player who was taken at number 9. Here's more.
I just want to come in and be the best team that I can be, especially be the best two-way man coming in. And, not only, I know the game is changing a lot, but I just want to stick to the old school big man. Being down low, really trying to be dominant.
It's a lot of things that I think I should get better at. So it's just about me studying myself, studying other players, just studying basketball in general, and just getting better at each thing that I put a finger on and choose to get better at. So it's a lot of things that I'm working on to help me play at this level. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity to come here and play alongside Porzingis, Hardaway, and some of the other great players on the team. They got a new head coach in Fizdale. He's a player's coach, and I think that me and him are really going to get along. He's going to teach me so much. Porzingis is going to teach me a lot, and I think they're going to get me a lot better.
I'll give you my take on Kentucky's Kevin Knox in the C list. The Nets took Croatia's Džana Musa with the 29th pick in the first round. Both the Knicks and the Nets will introduce their first and second rounders today at their respective training centers. The Orange and Blue may have also nabbed a steal in the second round. Mitchell Robinson is perhaps the most enigmatic prospect in the 2018 NBA draft. A gifted athlete with great size, length, and explosiveness. Robinson was widely considered one of the top 10 prospects in the high school class of 2017. After performing well at the Jordan Brand Classic and McDonald's All-American Games, Robinson committed to Western Kentucky late in the recruiting cycle, but never suited up for the Hilltoppers. He opted to stay in the United States to prepare for the NBA draft in lieu of heading overseas. Robinson's last year of experience was effectively his senior season in high school, but he's talented. On the baseball diamond, the red-hot Houston Astros and the New York Yankees have reached 50 wins. The Pinstripers broke out the brooms Thursday afternoon at the big ballpark in the Bronx. Aaron Judge and Miguel Andujar hit 2-run homers off James Paxton in the first inning that sent the Yankees over the Seattle Mariners 4-3 for a 3-game sweep. And they did it against a formidable team, albeit one that has been struggling of late. Seattle, which was 20 games over 500 coming into the Bronx this week, has lost a season-high 4 straight. New York launched 8 homers in the sweep and tops baseball with 122 long balls. The Bronx Bombers are in Tampa this weekend. It's been some week for the Yanks. Giancarlo Stanton had a walk-off home run to kickstart the series, his first real big-time moment this season in pinstripes. And, of course, Sunday was All-Timers Day, one of the best days of the year for Yankee fans. We caught up with some of the legends. Check this out.
It's special. It's so special for me. I was able to celebrate my birthday the other day. It's just been a really good weekend for us. My grandbaby was able to come up and travel up here. It was the first time in the last few years that I've been invited to Old Timers Day where I wasn't coaching. I coach high school baseball. I coach my son's team, and so everybody was like, "You got to go. We got to go to New York. We got to go to New York. You don't have nothing going on." So it's just turned out to be a wonderful, special time for us, and New York's always a special place.
The first Old Timers Day, Joe DiMaggio took my locker. He wore my shoes. He wore all my stuff. I still got it. And I was in awe. And Mickey Mantle was my favorite player, of course. And to be able to see him not play when he did, but when I was a young kid and coming up through the Yankee organization, he was the best.
Oh, it's great. I mean, the Yankees are the only team that can do this. And they're still pulling out star-studded people, like guys that I respected playing against for so many years, and some guys I got to play with. And like, it's great seeing Giambi and Swisher here. I don't know when the last time I actually saw them. It had to be like 4 years ago, but it's just great catching up.
It's unbelievable, man. I mean, it makes you feel good. I think people come to see you, but I just think in general, man, just to be able to be part of this crop of guys. I mean, Big G, Johnny Damon, Andy Pettit, some of my ex-teammates, the Yankee greats, Ron Guidry, Lee Mazzilli, Don Larson. There's just so many amazing men that are here, and it's just an honor to be able to be here and to put the uniform on one more time.
Nick Swisher still got it. Meanwhile, across town, the Mets are in fourth place in the National League East. The Colorado Rockies posted a 6-4 victory over the Mets on Thursday. The Mets begin a homestand this weekend with the LA Dodgers. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Barry Trotz made headlines when he decided to walk away from the Washington Capitals within weeks of leading the franchise to the Stanley Cup. Not being able to come to an agreement with the Caps opened the door for the Islanders. DC's loss, New York's gain. Great move by the Isles. He was introduced as their new head coach on Thursday. The World Cup rolls on. Today's action includes Nigeria and Iceland this morning and Serbia and Switzerland this afternoon. The early going has featured plenty of upsets. It will be interesting to see how things unfold from here. From the MLS, the Red Bulls will face FC Dallas Saturday. New York City FC will face Toronto on Sunday. In the WNBA, the New York Liberty are in Las Vegas. They will take on the Aces tonight before traveling to LA Sunday to face the Sparks. In motor racing, F1 great Fernando Alonso is one step closer to the Triple Crown. He's won Monaco. Now he can add Le Mans. He'll just need to score an Indy 500 to pull the trifecta. Easier said than done. Alonso feels he is leading a revolution in motorsport. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a closer look at the Knicks' first-round pick. Well, orange and blue fans, I know the Knicks needed a 3, just like the Nets probably needed a stretch 4. Both teams got what they were looking for in the first round, but considering how much help both teams need, I was certainly hoping for the best players available. I'm not 100% sure Knox was the best player available at that spot for the Knicks, but for the first time, the Knicks took a safer bet. Knicks is an intriguing young wing prospect with great size who can score in a variety of ways thanks to his fluidity in the open floor and his ability to make jump shots in multiple actions. Early bloomer, who was a member of the USA basketball team that won a gold medal at the 2015 FIBA America's Under-16 Championship. Knox had a fine freshman season at Kentucky, providing some of the top individual scoring performances of the season for John Calipari's Wildcats. He averaged 15.6 points and 5.4 rebounds per game. He can be streaky shooting the ball sometimes, but he earned SEC Freshman of the Year honors while helping the Wildcats to an Elite 8 appearance. Overall, I'll give the pick a B+ with a chance for it to be much more for the Knicks. It may not have been the sexy pick, but Knox could legitimately become a star in this league. What do you think of the Knicks and Nets first rounders? Question mark. Get in on the conversation on social media. Let us know. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.
150 over 90.
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a stroke are far from invisible or silent. If you've come off your treatment plan, get back on it or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. Always inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNet TV and tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. So our last guest is a singer and songwriter dedicated to empowering women while unifying the nation of her generation. She's been featured on publications such as Rolling Out Magazine, Teen Vogue, Cosmopolitan, and that's just to name a few. And well, here to share more on her career and upcoming music, we welcome back Demi Grace. Woo! And I really, fine, we'll applaud her when she performs for us. However, I am uber excited to have you back, my dear.
Thank you for having me back.
Are you kidding me? I'm like, oh, we got her on camera, right? We've got her documented before she heads for the Grammys, because you are there. You're almost there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're definitely Grammy caliber.
Well, listen, I will take that. I will take that and I will manifest it, and then we're going to make it happen.
Exactly. Let's talk about that. So, when was the last time you were here?
Oh my God, it had to have been like 3 years ago, I want to say.
Okay, so we're checking the temperature.
Okay.
The style of the music is different.
It's different now.
You have a really interesting, diverse sound as well.
Yeah.
I mentioned to you on air, off air, that you do have somewhat of a resemblance to Beyonce and Rihanna, but with Demi Grace. There's something about it that kind of like loans itself to going, hey.
They're a love child. If they were to have like really angry sex and then have a love child, then like I would be her.
Angry, I would have to be angry.
Yes, and you gotta get the edge. You know what I mean? You gotta get that edge.
And that's what this is, right?
Yeah.
The sequence, with
the sequence, the
jean
locks.
jacket,
It's all edge.
and
It's
the
all edge,
sneakers.
baby. It's all edge.
I love. All right, so let's talk about where you are with this music and how you got to the place that you have, right? Which of course you guys were gonna put you up on where you can hear her music. However, in listening to her, I was like, wow, that's kind of like really diverse.
Yeah. Where do we start? I mean, we start from just since I've been here.
Well, yeah, we could start from there, but I think I'm more interested in sharing with our viewers how you've gotten to this place of just being able to create such versatility and still send a positive message in your process.
You know where that comes from? So I was born in London. I'm also Nigerian. So born in London, being Nigerian, having extremely Nigerian parents, you're already dealing with a lot of diversity, 2 different worlds. And then when I was about 6, I moved to California. California is extremely diverse. I was living in the Bay Area too, so it wasn't like, oh, I was just living in a place where it's pretty consistent. Very diverse in the Bay. And then moved to Atlanta for a little bit, and then now I live in New York. So I've dealt with a lot of different cultures, and I think that really has shaped my music. Because I've taken from so many different parts of my life, and came up with my sound, and that's probably where you're hearing the versatility.
Yeah, and also I also acknowledge when a person just honors their roots, right? Because there's that's the subliminal like sound.
The
it's
undertone.
in there, in everything. There's a subtext to everything that you're doing, and I picked it up yesterday. And I was like, that's hot, right? Because I know you as this artist that comes from London, right?
Yes.
From a branding perspective, it's like, oh, she's from London.
Yeah, she's from London. She must be proper.
Oh, she's a model. Oh, she's been on Cosmopolitan and all of that, right? And it's a wonderful thing, but it's also beautiful to see that you're able to marry the two and acknowledge both sides.
Yes. It's a really great time in music because a lot of artists are just delving more into their creativity and blending more genres. And so it's a great time. When I was here last, everything was still a lot more black and white in the music industry, and now the artist has a lot more power nowadays, so I can really appreciate that, and I use it to my advantage.
All right, so what role do you play in the creation of your music?
I write my music. I'm not a producer in terms of technicality, but I can definitely, if we're making the production, if we're making the track, I will definitely have my input. And I feel like the drum pattern should go there, just different stuff like that. But songwriting is my thing. It's my therapy. I'm not a big talker. I'm the youngest of 3 girls, so songwriting and music is really how I tell my story.
It's wonderful, and it suits you, because just listening to it, I was like, I see her identity now.
Yeah.
I see your identity.
You see some growth?
Well, I see a lot of growth. Are you kidding me?
Don't say that.
Girl, I'm telling you, wait until you guys hear it. You're going to see what I'm talking about. I'm like, what? We got her here on our Open Artist Spotlight stage first. Yes. I mean, this is the second time, but just your growth process is really phenomenal, and I congratulate you. And so before we go, just because you do a lot of women empowerment, and we did kind of discuss the Me Too campaign, and we had Conquista Clothing also just sending out messages of women empowerment, and I know you work in that realm as well. So with your music, what is it that you want to leave the ladies with?
I just want the ladies to know that you create your own reality. Whatever you believe for your life is what your life will be, and you need to repeat that to yourself every single morning. So don't wake up in the morning and say, okay, whatever's handed to me is what I'm going to get. You need to wake up in the morning and be like, I want this, and so I'm going to get this. And so everything else that is, around this will be attracted to you. Don't just take what's handed to you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Create your destiny.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Woo! All right, you guys, I love that. Thank you. Quite the philosopher, too. And it's beautiful because she puts it into music. All right, you guys, we got to take a quick break. But when we return, Demi Grace is going to perform her new single, so don't go anywhere.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. It's now time for this week's Open Artist Spotlight. Here to perform her new single, Why Would You Lie? Please welcome Demi Grace.
Don't you let the tears come rolling, come down my eye. No, you say you love me and you don't wanna fight. So why would you lie? Say me want to get your attention, you turn to the side. I don't wanna lose your connection, so I have to try. Please don't make me force your answers. Don't wanna pry tonight. So why would you lie? Why would you lie? And it's so crazy how much I love you. And it's so crazy how much you care. I'll be so gone if you try to deceive me. So why would you lie? Why would you lie? Why would you lie? Why would you lie? So why would you lie? Well, yeah, why would you lie? And it's so crazy how much I love you. And it's so crazy how much you care. I'll be so gone if you try to deceive me. Hey, so why would you lie? Why would you lie? Tell me, baby, now why would you lie? So why would you lie? Thought we had a friendship going, stay down for life. Never overstay my welcome. I could leave tonight. No, I'm playing, but you know that I'll be alright tonight. So why would you lie? Why would you lie? Don't be lying now, don't lie to me. Don't be lying now, don't lie to me. Don't be lying now, don't lie to me. Don't be lying now, don't lie to me.
Hey! Demi Grace, everyone! Yes! Why would he lie? Why would she lie? You know, because it's Pride Month, baby. You already know. All right, you guys, oh my gosh, that was so awesome. Demi Grace, everyone. For more information on Demi, make sure you check her out at demigrace.com. Her music's available on SoundCloud, right? SoundCloud, and
I am Demi Grace on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Spotify, on, everywhere.
Everywhere. I am Demi Grace. All right, that is our show today, mi gente. Thanks to all our guests for coming through and to you, our viewers, for tuning in. If you missed any part of the show, you can check out the recable cast tonight and 24 hours a day at BronxNet.tv. I'm Rhina Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide paz, prosperity, y amor. And like I said, it's Pride Month, so happy Pride! All right, why would you?